Hi and welcome to another video of Made by Siem. Today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful coasters. And in the next clip I'm going to tell you what I used to create my coasters. For now, please enjoy watching the video. Well, in this tutorial I'm going to use these materials. This yarn, this is something I have left from a lot of other tutorials that you probably have seen on my YouTube channel already for the last few days, or maybe you've seen it earlier, or maybe you haven't seen it at all. But there are more tutorials with this beautiful yarn. I can't find the label, so I will have to tell you this is the Stenli Opal, which is a 85% cotton, soft cotton yarn and 15% lurex. Look at the glitz. I love the bling bling in this yarn. I love it. Each ball of 50 grams has 150 meters to play with, and yeah, I like to work with this yarn. I like to work with it a lot. Now, a pair of scissors. Maybe you like it to use a stitch marker, and then it doesn't really matter what size of crochet hook you use, as long as you use the same hook for the whole coaster. Now, as the first 5 rounds of this pattern is exactly the same as the pattern of the placemat that I already did. So I'm going to copy those 5 rounds out of that video and put it into this video. In that video I used a 3.5mm crochet hook. But in this video I want to show you the difference between the sizes. I already created 2 of these coasters, the same yarn but different color. This one has a, I don't know if you can see it. It's white but with silver glitz, and this one is red with also silver glitz. These are both made with a 3.5mm crochet hook. Now I'm making one, and I already did the 5 first rows because I don't have to film them. These are made with, this one is made with the 2.5mm crochet hook. I'm going to show you later on what the difference in the size is when this one is ready. You probably have seen it in the beginning of the video, because that's always the part that I film the very last. Well, that's the very last video, part of the video that I always film. Right. So after round number 5, you see me crochet with this hook. But no, I don't use 2 different hook sizes in just one coaster. It's just because I copied that part out of another video. Okay, because it's the same. The pattern is the same. So for this video I'm going to use a 2.5mm crochet hook. And that's about it, I think. Anyway, I'm going to start off by making a magic loop or a magic ring. If you find it hard to make the magic ring, then just chain 4. Start off by a slip knot on your hook, chain 4, and slip stitch into the first chain to form a ring. I'm going to show you how I make my magic loop or my magic ring. My yarn diagonal over my hand, then take the work strand of yarn here, the one that is attached to the ball of yarn, then on the back side of your hand straight back down, then make a cross in the front, there you go, and back straight back down on the back side of your hand. Place your thumb on the cross and turn around. And get your crochet hook. With the hook facing down underneath your first strand of yarn, get your second strand of yarn, pull this underneath your first strand of yarn, and then just twist it so the hook is facing up. See? It should look like that. And then go with your hook underneath the first strand of yarn right there, pull it underneath and pull it through the loop on your hook. There you go. And there is your magic ring. Right, when you did a magic ring, you already made a chain 1 to close the ring, or to secure the ring, I should say. But whenever you did the chain 4 and then slip stitch into the first of the chain 4 to form a ring, then you need to do a chain of 3 right now. But as we already did one chain, you need to chain 2. So in total you need a chain 3. And a chain 3 that you have right now is your very first double crochet. Now we're going to make double crochets into this ring, and we need in total of 20. How to crochet a double crochet is yarn over, and insert your hook into the ring, grab your yarn, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. 3 double crochet in the ring. In total we need 20. As soon as I have 20 double crochet, and when I'm at the very end of this round, I'll be back to show you guys what to do next. Well, I did my 20 double crochet, and then I'm gonna pull the starting strand of yarn end. I'm gonna pull it gentle, and as you can see, by doing that, my big hole is gone. Now insert your hook in the third of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round. There you go. Pull up a loop and pull it through the loop on your hook, which is called a slip stitch. Round number 2, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The chain 4 is basically your very first double crochet and a chain 1. Now for this round the repetition is 1 double crochet into the next stitch and a chain 1. Yarn over, go to the next stitch, make a double crochet and a chain 1. Next stitch, double crochet and a chain 1. Next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. And this is what you do all the way around. Right, I'm at the very end of the round, and it looks like I still have a stitch left here. But this basically is the slip stitch of your previous round. So don't work in that one. If you're not sure, then count your stitches. You should have 20 double crochets, counting the chain here as well. 20 double crochets and 20 chain 1 spaces. Now close off your round by slip stitching into the third of the chain 4 at the beginning of the round. There you go. Next round, round number 3, chain 1, and work a half double crochet in the first stitch and in each stitch around, and that is including the chain spaces. So yarn over, insert your hook into the third chain, the same as where we just slip stitched in. Grab your yarn, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Now I find it easier to place a stitch marker into the first stitch, and now a stitch or a half double crochet into the chain space, a half double crochet into the next double crochet, a half double crochet into the chain space, and this is what you do all the way around. And if you find it easier to count the stitches, then please do that, to make sure that you have the right amount of stitches at the very end of this round. At the end of the round you should have 20 half double crochet. No, you should have 40, sorry. You should have 40 half double crochet stitches. 40, not 20, 40. I already took my stitch marker out in my Dutch video. You should have 40 half double crochet at the very end of the round. Then insert your hook at the first half double crochet at the beginning, grab your yarn and pull through. So you did a slip stitch. Now, round number 4. I'm going to start the round off slightly different than I did in other videos. There was a try out and I loved it, how it looked. So therefore I decided to do it in this pattern. I'm going to do something else. Instead of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round, I'm going to do a chain 1 instead, and then a single crochet into the first stitch. So insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull through 2, and then a chain 1. And this is an alternative for your chain 3 at the beginning of the round. I'm going to do it again to show you again how I did that. So you start off with a chain 1, then into the same stitch as where you slip stitched in a single crochet and a chain 1. Place your stitch marker into the chain 1 there, as this is the top of your alternative double crochet. If you don't like it, do it as you wish. Just do a chain 3 or whatever you prefer. Okay? It's all up to you. Now, make a double crochet into the same stitch. Just go back in the same stitch, grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now you have 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Chain 1. Skip the next stitch and crochet, so skip this one and crochet 2 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, chain 1 and skip the next stitch. 2 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, chain 1 and skip the next. And this is what you do all the way around. So skipping this one, 2 double crochets in the next, chain 1, skip the next. I'll see you guys at the very end of this round. Right, at the very end of round number 4, you should have 40 double crochet and 20 chain spaces. Now take your stitch marker out and remember that your stitch marker currently is, or was, now it was, into the chain 1 that we did. Insert your hook in the chain 1, and grab your yarn and pull through the loop on your hook, which is called a slip stitch. Round number 5. Round number 5 is an easy one. We're just going to make half double crochets in each stitch around and into the chain spaces. So chain 1, in the chain 1 right there, half double crochet, place your stitch marker back into the first stitch, there you go, look, and then a half double crochet in the next stitch and a half double crochet into the chain space. I find it easier to count my stitches, so at the very end I'm sure that I have enough stitches, but I don't like to I don't like to count, sorry, I don't like to count to till 60, so I count till 3. Let me show you. 1 half double crochet, 2 in the next stitch, and number 3 goes into the chain space. 1 in the stitch, second one in the stitch, and number 3 in the chain space. And this is how I count my stitches all the way to the end of the round, and at the very end in total I should have 60 half double crochet stitches. I will see you guys at the very end of round number 5. At the very end of round number 5 you should have 60 half double crochet stitches. Take your stitch marker out and close the round off by slip stitching into the first half double crochet stitch at the beginning of the round. Now, round number 6. Yeah, I know. I already told you at the beginning of the video that I was crocheting with 2 different hooks. The whole pattern is the same hook size. I just copied that part out of the other video. Okay? Well, this round is a round with V-stitches. V-stitches with a chain 2 space. So we're going to crochet a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3 for our very first double crochet, and 2 for our chain 2 space. Yarn over and insert your hook in the same spot and crochet a double crochet, and there is your very first V stitch. Now skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and a V stitch in the next. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, skip 2 stitches, V stitch in the next, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 2 and repeat, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, skip 2, sorry, skip 2, 1, 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, skip 2. And this is what you do all the way around. I will see you guys at the very end of this round. At the very end of the round, closing off with a slip stitch into the third of the chain 5 at the beginning of the round with a slip stitch. Chain 1, yarn over, front post double crochet around the first double crochet of the V-stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook on the side of the double crochet, go behind the double crochet and come back on the other side of the double crochet. Yarn over, pull that yarn underneath your double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Your very first front post double crochet stitch. Next, 2 double crochets into the chain space of the V-stitch. Chain 1, another 2 double crochet in the same space, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet of the V-stitch. And that's it. This is what we're going to repeat the complete round. Yarn over, go to the next V-stitch, around the double crochet a front post double crochet, in the chain space 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and a front post double crochet around the double crochet. There you go. And this is what you're going to do all the way around till you're here. And then I'll be back to show you how to close off this round. Oh, and yeah, it is curling up a little bit. That is completely gone after you did this round. At the very end of the round, close off the round by slip stitching into the top of the front post double crochet with a slip stitch, then chain 1, cut your yarn and pull through. There you go. And that's it. All we need to do now is just weave in our yarn tails, and that's it. I like to weave in my yarn tails on the back side of my work, and I usually do that about 3 times back and forth. To secure it. There you go. And then cut your yarn and do the same with the other yarn tail. That one. Well, there's not much of a difference. Look, this is the one we just made, the 2.5mm crochet hook. And I think that this one was made with a 3mm crochet hook instead of the 3.5. I made that when I had COVID, so I can't remember. I actually can't remember. So I'm sorry. It's either 3 or 3.5mm crochet hook. But well, this one is 12 centimeters. I just measured it, and this one is 13.5 centimeters. Well, everyone's tension is different, so do as you prefer. Just do as you prefer. What I can do is get my scale. Here it is. And weight the yarn. 8. I've used exactly the same amount of yarn. 8 grams. Alright, well, that's about it. These are my coasters. In the video you see another coaster, the white one, but I cannot find it anywhere. I don't know where it is. So the only ones I can show you are these two, and the slightly bigger one I used half a size up hook, and it turned out a little bit bigger. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I would like to ask, if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to hit that little notification bell so you will get an update every time. You will get a notification every time I upload another video. That's it. I do upload videos in Dutch and in English, but it's always in the title of the video, whether it is a Dutch video or if it is an English video. Now, if you created yours, I would like to see them all, so please do not forget to join our Facebook group, Made by Siem Headquarters, and or post them to Instagram, and please tag Made by Siem or hashtag Made by Siem. Then I will see them as well. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you're going to make another one, please do not forget to enjoy. Bye for now.